One. So we've been joined by a former Minister of State for many portfolios, served under the Jerry John Rawlings administration, and of course knows the man we're about talking about on the very deep and personal level. I've been joined by Dr. Amoako-Nuamah to share more light on the memory of the late John Evans Attah-Mills. Thank you so much for speaking to Channel One News. It's a pleasure having you.
Oh, Jude, this is a difficult time. Yes, it's 13 good years. It sounds like a long time, but for some of us, it feels like yesterday. Especially when you look at the ambience, the overcast skies, the way it was 13 years ago. But at least this morning, no confusion, very calm, very solemn, and beautiful memories of the man that we all knew, a peaceful man.
Many have said that today's celebration marked a very significant departure from what we witnessed in the past couple of years. In your view, why did we see a sort of different, remembrance ceremony today?
I think there were some people who were jostling for recognition, something that I think Prof himself would not have been in favor of. He really was a man of peace. If you knew him, what he was, oh, Christy, Ausa, Monko, in his fancy. Christy, when you are a bit upset about someone doing something or the other, he will calm you down. The way he will talk and the way he will even look at you, you will just end up sort of smiling or laughing with him and then just calming down. Some of us, in our passion for certain things, we may be a little bit giddy, but he wasn't that kind of person. Always very calm, always very peaceful. And so this morning, very fond memories. The sadness is gone, but real feeling of who the man was and how we felt about him. So it was different.
What's the legacy, in your view, he's left behind as a former president of the Republic?
For me, a sense of integrity in everything he did. He was very particular about certain things. Like, it's almost like it's your business you are doing. Ghana is your business. If it was your business, is that how you would do it in terms of cost structure, in terms of how much money you wanted to spend on something? You were always conscious of that fact. A very, how shall I put it? A very committed person in terms of delivery, deliverables, efficiency of doing projects for the country. And he really was so committed to intergovernmental or interdepartmental collaboration and cooperation. At least that's what he had me doing most of the time. In between the ministries, the ministers who were working closely together, collaborating with their colleagues, that was a passion of his also.
And this may be a bit controversial, but in the past years, after his passing, do you get the sense that as a country we've honored his memory enough? I had the family call for the revamping of the museum, the library in his honor. Beyond that, do you get the sense that we've honored his memory?
I think that the divisions that we find among Ghanaians, oh yes, politics is a different way of doing things. Everybody has their own way of doing it. That's fine. But we could do it without all the rancor, without all the insults, without all the bickering. It's so easy to badmouth people. But if we could be a little more friendly, a little more concerned about other people's feelings, about other people's also other people's commitment to the country. I think that is something that I really would want to see.
Amazing. Finally, before I let go of you, I know it's been a long ceremony and I know you have other things doing. What should be the approach going forward, particularly for this government and the president and our body politics in general, with regards to what the former president would have us do in terms of how we conduct ourselves in public service and even the kind of politics, you know?
I think our current president, John Mahama, he has said it's a resetting of the country. And his own delivery, he also is a calm person. He's not gidi-gidi-kra. He's very committed to doing things for this nation. I think that we ought to just all be prayerfully supporting what this government is doing. Yes, there may be certain different ways we wish things could be done, but at least we could offer constructive suggestions. We could all be a little kinder to each other. Everybody has a problem. Everybody has a challenge coming into government. Nobody can be perfect. Yeah. Nobody is perfect. We're not saying that Prof. Evans Attah-Mills was a perfect human being, but at least he tried. He also tried. So really going forward, I wish Ghanaians would be a little more gentler with each other. Even if we don't agree with what people are doing, could we cut them some slack and look and see how else we could perhaps give more suggestions, alternative ways of doing certain things without condemning what someone has set out years of thinking about a particular issue, how the person wants to do it. And this is the government that has been voted into power by the Ghanaian public after 8 years of a previous government. So we mustn't just, in 6 months, what can the government finish in 6 months that someone couldn't complete in 8 years? So these are just a few words that I could.
Hopefully we are able to have you another time in a much extended conversation on very important national issues. But I'm so grateful for your time.
Jude, you are most welcome.